What's going on, people? Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Man, Mike is in this motherfucker. All right, yes, I'm a little bit amped right now. So, yeah, boy. We about to get into some nice little Falcon talk. Yeah, boy. So, you guys buckle up. Y'all already know what the deal is. All right, hide your kids. Turn on Barney. All right, hide your kids. Turn on Barney. Turn on Coco Melon. You know, put on some Rugrats. If you got feelings, I'm gonna need you to hide them bitch and put them away, because shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get real. All right, shit's about to get real. I'm feeling a little bit good right now. No, I'm not high. I ain't smoking nothing today. I don't drink, as y'all probably know. And if you don't know, and now you know, nigga. Yeah, I'm just in the mood today, man. Gotta talk some ball. So all these fucking haters, all you bitch niggas and bitch ass females, get the fuck up off this live, because like I said, shit's about to get real. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, step to the left, unsubscribe. So like I said before, this man Mike Sports. If you in your feelings about shit, this ain't the place for you. If you get offended easily, yeah, this ain't the place for you. All right? This is about to be absolutely unfiltered, unadulterated, pure, absolute chaos. Okay? So you know, like I said before, hide them kids, get in your feelings, leave. But I got something to say. And, whoo, boy. I'm gonna say this, man. First off, fuck your bitch. No, I'm just playing. I don't know where the fuck that came from. But, I gotta say this right off the top, man. um, Shout out to that Georgia boy, man. Shout out to that Georgia boy, Nolan Smith. That motherfucker is, I'm telling you, bro, if they didn't get an idea that the athletes and the best athletes, especially on the defensive end, go to Georgia, hey, they know now. How this kid come off of an injury and this dude run a 4.39. And that's the the crazy part about this? He was pissed off. Nolan was pissed off because he could have ran back. The dude said he didn't even run his fastest time. He was pissed off because he could have ran faster. That wasn't even his fastest time. So damn. How can you say no to an athlete like that? Woo, boy. So you guys got some questions and whatnot, please leave them. 6'2", 240 and 4.39 on the defensive end. Yeah. Quarterbacks like Anthony Richardson ain't got a fucking chance if you got defensive end and edge guys like that, linebackers that run that damn fast. That's unheard of. That's damn crazy. When you got guys by the size of Debo playing edge and a little bigger, going running after you like that, bro, look, what the hell good is having a mobile quarterback if you got defensive edge guys and linebackers running that damn fast? You don't have a chance, no chance in hell. You got no chance. You got absolutely no chance when you running from guys like Nolan Smith. So I gotta give him a shot, bro. I gotta give him a shout out for that shit. Representing the dogs the absolute right way. We're going for 3, baby. All right, just so you know, we're going for 3. So again, you guys got some takes on some guys that y'all want me to kind of speak on. Go ahead and drop them right now. Drop the mugs right now. Weezy B, I'm so glad, boy. I'm so glad you brought that up. Oh my God, I'm gonna say this, bro. I gotta say this. Anthony Richardson gotta be the stupidest motherfucker in the universe. Let me say this again. Anthony Richardson has to be the stupidest motherfucker in the universe. As a quarterback, why in the hell would you say that? Why would you say, I don't give a damn how hard I throw the ball, the wide receiver better catch it? And some people who are not football guys, who just casual watchers, will probably say, well, what's wrong with what he said? Have you guys seen Michael Vick in his early days? We're not talking about the Michael Vick, the polished Michael Vick, I'll say about 3-4 years in, and then when he went to Philadelphia. We're not talking about that Michael Vick. We're talking about the Michael Vick that would throw a damn bullet to a fucking flat receiver. That's the Michael Vick that you talking about. That's the Michael Vick I'm talking about. The reason why I say this is the stupidest shit that a quarterback can say, because if you're a quarterback, you have to have the wherewithal and the IQ and the smarts to understand that you can't throw the ball 100 miles an hour every goddamn gone play. It's stupid. Why would you do that? 10 people had that same issue. Cam Newton had that same issue. These guys have below a 50 or 60% completed percentage saying stupid shit like that. And Cam Newton wasn't a great passer, and that's why his ass is out of the league. It ain't because he's injured, it's because he's not a great passer. This is how you can extend your career as a quarterback. When your athleticism leaves, guess what you have left? Your brain, son. Some quarterbacks like Tom Brady, arms go out. Matt Ryan's arm is not the same that it was. But guess what? He learned how to be a quarterback. And being a quarterback, you have to understand that sometimes you may not have to throw the ball 300 miles an hour trying to throw that bitch through a damn target on a man's head. For you as a quarterback to say, I don't give a damn how hard I throw the ball, you better catch it. Man, get out of here. The hell are you talking about? That's the dumbest shit that a quarterback can say. Why? Because guess what? It makes it damn, you looking at as a coach, if a guy already has that attitude right now, guess what? It's going to question whether or not he's coachable. Because in his head, it's nothing wrong with him. Because a lot of people gotta know there's two things about throwing the ball hard. There are guys that throw the ball hard with absolutely no trajectory. Cam Newton. Anthony Richardson, and those are guys who throw with they throw hard but with trajectory. Guys like Brett Favre, guys like Aaron Rodgers, guys like Drew Brees, not Drew Brees, but like a Michael Vick. If you ever look at Michael Vick, he threw the ball hard. The deep ball, he threw probably one of the best deep balls I've ever seen. Nobody in their right mind can say Mike Vick never threw a beautiful deep ball. Mike threw the ball not only hard, but he would throw that damn ball so high in the air that it makes it difficult for the defensive backs, particularly the safeties, to get a beat on the ball. Because not only is it going fast, but it's going with a high trajectory. If you ever look at a guy like Cam Newton and how he throws the ball hard, and then you look at Anthony Richardson and how they throw it, it's almost identical. But when you look at Aaron Rodgers, that ball be in the fucking air for like 10 years, and that's how he ended up getting a lot of pass interference. Because he throw the ball hard, deep, and with a lot of trajectory. That's the difference. So if a quarterback is already saying to himself, he throwing, he already saying stuff the way, Anthony Richards is saying, yeah, that sound all cute and all, but I wouldn't want to play for a quarterback that's gonna throw the damn ball through my damn face and I'm standing 5 yards away from him. There's no way I want it. And Drew Brees did throw a beautiful ball before he kind of got a little bit older, but Drew Brees threw the ball with a lot of trajectory. Now, Lamar does throw a pretty good deep ball. I will say that. Lamar Jackson does throw a pretty good deep ball. But everything else, like, he doesn't throw with a lot of touch. And that was one of the things that has plagued him, in his career. He doesn't throw the ball with a lot of touch. He doesn't throw with a lot of trajectory. Now, he's a very good deep baller, but a lot of times his deep ball need to be thrown with a lot of touch, and that's where Lamar struggles mightily with touch. Quarterback is much more about touch, timing than anything. Quarterback is mostly about touch and timing, okay? Of course, you need guys that have big arms to kind of help, create space, especially in the passing game, so other guys can get open, so you have a little bit more space to make some throws. But if you don't have that, that cannon of an arm, or if you don't have that touch, all corners are going to do is going to sit on routes. Corners like Mr. Asante Samuel, he love it when quarterbacks that sit up there and throw the ball hard. Why? Because he can sit on it. He know you're not going to throw the ball hard over his head, because he knows exactly where it's coming, how it's coming, and he can time it. One of the most difficult things for a defensive back to gauge is that touch. I'm telling you right now, one of the most, and I played both positions. I played DB and I played quarterback. And I'm telling you, one of the most difficult things for a defensive back to gauge is touch on the pass. A lot of quarterbacks should have big time arms, but again, you know exactly where he's gonna fit that ball in. You know exactly how it's gonna come, and the timing, you can time it a lot better. So DBs love guys like Anthony Richardson. Kyle Bowler, if y'all remember Kyle Bowler had one of the strongest arms in the NFL history. But he ran out of the league because he had absolutely no touch. None whatsoever. Okay, so the D lineman from Northwestern. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm gonna get to that. Um, yeah, Mike Vick learned yeah, Mike Vick learned how to put touch on the ball, because one of the things that, you know, I'm gonna be real about this. A lot of people put a lot of that failure with Peerless Price all on him. They say he didn't live up to the hype, but one of the reasons why he failed is because Mike Vick was just a horrible quarterback. He was horrible, terrible. All he wanted to do is throw the ball hard. Some wide receivers, like as a quarterback, your job is to deliver the pass exactly perfectly right. And exactly perfectly right may not be hard with some steam on it with certain wide receivers. Some wide receivers like the ball low. Some wide receivers like it right in the bread basket, right in the midsection. Some wide receiver tight ends like Tony Gonzalez, just throw that bitch up and I'll go get it. Randy Moss, just throw it up in the air. I'll make a play on it. So your job as a quarterback isn't to deliver how you want it, it's to deliver how they want it. To make their job easier so they can catch the ball and run. Excuse me. And if you as a quarterback are throwing the ball 100 miles an hour, breaking these damn fingers and shit like that. Like if you ever saw a quarterback, a wide receiver, a tight ends, an offensive lineman's fingers, you know what I'm talking about. My brother broke his damn pinky 2 times, okay? He broke his damn finger 2 times because a dude wanted to throw the ball hard and he's standing right in front of him. The same pinky, same finger, okay? Same finger. Broke it 2 times. Almost the identical way. So you got to learn how to protect your receivers. That's the job of the quarterback. Is learn how to protect your wide receivers. And throwing the ball the way that you want it is not a good way to look at things. You got to learn how to adjust. This is the importance of practicing with these guys, to learn how these guys want it. Because if you, look, for instance, a guy like Calvin Ridley, we know Calvin Ridley does not like to run across the middle. We know that for a fact. So would you throw a pass to Calvin Ridley, leading him into a linebacker, or would you much rather throw a pass to Calvin Ridley that's going to be right on him so he can sit down, not take the hit, and go to the ground or go out of bounds? Those are the things that quarterbacks have to understand. You got to have IQ when it comes to quarterback. And the IQ with quarterback ain't always how we think it is, and that's just throwing the ball to a spot. You got to know how these guys like it, where they want it. How do you want it? That's what quarterback's job is, to do it. So for my quarterback to have the mentality to come out, I don't give a damn how hard I throw it, you better catch it. That's a horrible way to start your career. He doesn't even realize it. You cannot say that. Your job is to make sure your players like it the way they play it. Your play caller. Let's say, for instance, this is the reason why Kyle Shanahan loses all the time and have his offenses always stall out in the playoffs, is because he had this same mentality. I don't give a damn what you like to do. I don't care what the score is. I'm going to run the damn ball. I'm going to call these certain plays. This is what would you think if Arthur Blank just said, all right, We killing it right now with these crossing routes. I have to say, nah, I don't really like I don't really like those crossing routes. I'm gonna keep running these 5 to 10, 8 slants and hook routes, hook curl slant routes. I know we killing it. We getting like 20 yards a pop with these damn curl with these crossing routes, but I don't really like to call those plays. I know that Desmond Ridder is really good with those those crossing routes, those seam routes. I don't really care. I'm gonna keep calling these curling hook routes because I want to. That's the mentality that a guy like Anthony Richardson has right now with that statement. You cannot say that. You cannot do that. Quarterback is a position. It's the reason why these guys making so much money. Is because you have to understand how do they want it. Quarterback is one of the most important positions where you have to understand where everybody likes it. You can't be so focused on you at the quarterback positions. Your offense will never, and the offensive play caller, they have to understand timing, they have to understand place, they have to understand the personnel that they're dealing with. And that's why you have to be extremely strategic in the types of players that you bring in, because you don't want a quarterback to go outside of their comfort zone as far as the types of receivers, how they like it, where they like it. And this is why guys like Michael Pruitt end up coming out of nowhere, because guess what? He understands the weaknesses of a Michael Pruitt. He understands the weaknesses of a Desmond Ridder. Both of those guys are on the same wavelength. And that's why you can see it. The quarterback position is all about chemistry and understanding each other. So a guy like Anthony Richardson, the guy has been blessed with amazing talent. Can throw the ball, 70, 80 yards with absolutely little effort. The dude is a pretty fast guy. He runs about a 4.4, somewhere in there. So he's blessed with unbelievable talent. And I think if the Atlanta Falcons were to draft a guy like Anthony Richardson, he would be able to play in this scheme because his skill sets obviously, is good for. I pretty much look. I'll just say this: Anthony Richardson would have no problem fitting in with this scheme, as far as his ability. He's the type of quarterback that Arthur likes, and his arm strength and his arm talent is enough to be a starter for the Atlanta Falcons. But the biggest thing about Anthony Richardson that's going to get him in a lot of trouble, he is so impatient. He's incredibly impatient. That's what scares me about Anthony Richardson. His patience doesn't really have none. He sees it, takes off. Sees it, he moves around, run around. And for offensive linemen, most offensive linemen don't like to be, a quarterback that constantly moving. They want to know where to target at, so they can block properly. Now, some offensive linemen do like mobile quarterbacks because they like to run, they like to move around. But for the most part, most offensive linemen don't like quarterbacks that constantly moving around. Had a conversation with former Falcons offensive lineman, Justin Blaylock. Not Blaylock, good God, Keenan Forney, excuse me. Keenan Forney, and he was saying one of the reasons why he had a hard time struggling earlier in his career is because Michael Vick we never knew where the hell he was going to be. I'm blocking this way, and this dude running to the way that I'm blocking. So they got into a lot of, trouble offensive linemen trying to learn how to block for Mike Vick. They eventually got it, but those are major pet peeve for offensive linemen when you got quarterbacks that's always on the move. So these are the things that Richardson, right now, I'm not taking him because he's at least a 2-year project. Not doing it from an organization. Now, if I am the Washington Commanders, I'm taking him because at least you have a defense that's ready to rock, and you can kind of bring him along slowly. But outside of that, I wouldn't take a chance on an Anthony Richardson because I don't have a defense that's going to keep me in a lot of games. And like I said, one of the things as a quarterback and an offensive coordinator, excuse me, but one of the things about the quarterback and the offensive coordinator, their positions and one thing you gotta know is all about the chemistry. You gotta know when and how to do things. You gotta know when a guy isn't throwing that curl route properly. You gotta understand when he's on point throwing that damn slant. You gotta understand when that deep ball is working. You gotta understand when certain things that he's a little bit more comfortable running to the left a little bit more, running to the right, or like a guy like Desmond Ridder. You got to understand that Desmond Ridder, yeah, he can escape out the pocket, rolling out and option reading, doing those option runs and option reads on the outside. You got to understand that Desmond Ridder is more so of a guy that likes to scramble towards the middle of the field. And these are the plays as an offensive coordinator you got to understand. So this is one of the reasons why I have a major problem with what Anthony Richardson said, is because you got to understand how guys are hot, when guys are hot, what they like, how to keep giving it to them. That's very important, because what you don't want to do is keep throwing a damn out route and your damn core and your damn wide receiver, your tight end is so damn scared to go get the ball, and then you allow a damn cornerback or a safety like an Isaiah Oliver sitting on that damn thing. Because guess what? Your wide receiver, your tight end is scared to go toward the sideline. These are the things that you need to understand as a quarterback and a play caller. The types of plays that these players are most comfortable with. It ain't all about you, quarterbacks. That's why a lot of guys fail, is because they don't understand that it's not all about them. You got to understand when Grady Jarrett is absolutely on fire, running a lot of stunts. You got to understand when Grady Jarrett is on fire, eating this guard in the center up, going towards beating them both on the inside. You got to understand these things. This is what great coordinators, this is what great coaches understand. This is what great quarterbacks understand. How these guys want it and how to give it to them. That's what makes this is what made Andy Reid a great quarterback, a great play caller, and a great head coach. We saw this exactly in the damn Super Bowl. The Eagles had problems keeping up with those motions, and guess what? All second half, when they figured out towards the end of that second quarter, Andy Reid did not stop with that motion. He kept going to it. But if you had a quarterback that wasn't comfortable running those motions, if you didn't have a running back that wasn't comfortable, or a wide receiver that wasn't comfortable with those motions, guess what? It fails. So you got to understand that as a quarterback. Give it how they want it. And it's very important to understand how they want it. Richardson is a third round. I'll say this. Richardson is a major project. I think one of the things, and I'm gonna say this about Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder is a first round draft pick, a first round talent. Desmond Ridder is a first round talent. The problem is this is one of those times in the NFL where the NFL is trying to get some of that money back from these quarterbacks. The NFL do not want to pay these guys $50 million a year. The NFL does not want to pay these quarterbacks $50 million a year, because if that happens, everyone else's salary is going to go up massively. It's going to go up. So they don't want to pay these guys $50 million. Especially for a quarterback that can't get you to a Super Bowl. Why am I going, like, that's the biggest issue that I have with this whole Lamar situation. And not just Lamar. So I want to make it seem like we're picking on Lamar. I don't want to pay any quarterback that hasn't gotten me to an NFC or AFC championship. Why am I going to give you $50 million? Yeah, we have a great defense, but guess what? You still didn't get us to a Super Bowl. You still didn't get us to an AFC championship. Why am I giving you $50 million? Why am I giving you $50 million and I can't even count on you to even show up? Why am I giving you $50 million if I can't count on you to do what's right and say, all right, these are my issues, this is my demand, and I'm not moving off of it? Why am I going to give a quarterback $50 million and we don't have enough money to pay our linebacker, Patrick Queen? And we got a whole, look, it's about to blow up and damn, shit is going absolutely insane in Arizona, Baltimore. You saw that the Bills just lost one of their most important defensive guys in Tremaine Edmonds. Their linebacker, he one of the better linebackers in the league. They couldn't pay him. I can't keep anybody on defense because I'm paying you $50 million. So like I said, it ain't all about you. And Daniel Jones need to get off the crack he on. Whatever crack he's smoking, whether it's fentanyl, cocaine, smoking weed, he need to get off of it. Bitch, you can't even get out of the first round. You can barely get to the first round, but you want 45 minutes. Man, you don't suck a mean boy. Lord Jesus, forgive me, Lord, forgive me. Forgive me, Lord, forgive me. Why would I want to get that dude who's not even like this? This is the stuff we talking about. These guys haven't even won MVPs, but they're up here asking for $50 million. That's the craziest shit ever. That should be a criteria when it comes down to quarterbacks and getting $50 million contracts. If you haven't gotten me to an NFC championship and you haven't won or gotten close to winning the MVP, I'm not giving you $50 million. You can suck a mean, look, the biggest click you can ever find, you need to suck on it. There's no way in hell that I'm giving a quarterback that hasn't even shown that he's a fucking winner $50 million. Now, I'll draft two quarterbacks for the next 2 years before I give you $50 million. Why? Because I can continue to build on the defense. I can continue to build on the offensive line. I can continue to look for a running game. They're at least going to get me to the playoffs. I'm paying you $50 million just to merely get to the playoffs. Not win, but I'm paying you $50 million just to merely get to the playoffs. That's crazy as hell. And Devon, bro, like that's the whole look. Cowboys gave Dak about 130 something, like 100 and something million, $120 million guaranteed, and they can't even barely make it out of the playoffs. Year after year after year, they get put out. And you see where they got them in contract and dead cap hell. Now you stuck with a quarterback that you barely want, i.e. the Cleveland Browns. You stuck with a quarterback for the next 4 years. You're going to lose guys like Nick Chubb and all the other offensive linemen and wide receivers. Your quarterback. Like, you're going to lose all these players, but yeah, you got your quarterback. Yeah, you got that exciting guy that I want to go watch every game. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, you're happy, you're satisfied. And in your eyes, you have hope because you have a superstar. But guess how many teams have had superstars? We got that little bitch in Green Bay still talking about he depressed or whatever the fuck wrong with him. And yeah, I'm talking about that little spoiled bitch, Aaron Rodgers. Holding that team hostage because he fucking feels like it. Aaron Rodgers is a piece of shit. He's a selfish piece of shit. Talking about he gonna go in the dark. Bitch, you ain't no fucking man, you ain't no fucking troll. Motherfucker act like he a damn Harry Potter troll or something. I'm going in the dark. I need to go in the dark. Welcome to the dark side. What the fuck wrong with you? Bitch can't even make it to another Super Bowl outside of having he done had top 10 defense, top 15 defenses, and this motherfucker can't score more than 20 points in a damn playoff game. But you up here talking about you're trying to wait and see if you want to play again. Bitch, please. Fuck him. And if it was Matt Ryan, I'll say fuck Matt Ryan too if he did some punk shit like that, holding the whole organization hostage because you fucking feel like it. The fuck out of here. These spoiled ass, rotten ass athletes thinking because you are you that everybody gotta follow your fucking lead. Boy, I sick a $20 hole on him so fast, I set his ass the fuck up. The fuck out of here holding my team hostage because you can. Because they gave you $200 million and they pretty much strapped for cat. You gonna use every bit of that leverage because you fucking can? The fuck out of here. Old selfish cockeyed motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers need to see this cockeyed eye down somewhere. I don't know if he cockeyed. It just sounds right. But yeah, I really don't like some of them tweets. That what the hell he doing? That boy up shooting up heroin or something, talking about he in the dark. Bitch, you ain't in no dark. You probably got 40 holes and fucking 20 crack pipes. Talking about you in the dark. Who the fuck goes in the dark and talking about, oh, I'm going to a retreat. I'm gonna sit in the dark. I'm not gonna have a cell phone. Man, shut up. Get out here with that bullshit. Selfish ass. That's a selfish fuck. Like I said, if I was their owner, bro, I would set his ass up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll set his ass up. I'll set Aaron Rodgers the fuck up. Send his ass to goddamn Send his ass to prison somehow. Set his ass up. Put his ass on trial. I'll do some low down shit like that. You decide that you want to just take the money that I give you, $200 million, and just say, well, I'll be back, guys, in about 2 weeks. Y'all wait till I get back. Bitch, what? You signed a contract and then you trying to tell me that you don't know if you want to play again? Man, boy. Lord have mercy. It's like paying a damn. It's like paying. It's like paying somebody to put carpet down in your house, and then you pay them $500. They ask for $500 to do the whole job. You give them the $500, and then they just tell you, "Well, I'll be back. I ain't feeling good right now. I'll be back in 2 weeks." Bitch, what? No, nigga, you motherfucker, you are not leaving this house without putting something down. You gonna do something, motherfucker. You just not gonna take my money and not do nothing. Hell no. He done lost his goddamn mind. So excuse me. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers can sit down somewhere. That motherfucker ain't no Cabo. Look, if he is in Cabo, that motherfucker, look, that man up there smoking them tweeds. That's what he doing. Talking about he's sitting in the dark. Man, get out of here. But a lot of people are asking, all right, where are the Falcons going at this point in time? And I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is the time to really say what they're going to do, because a lot of people are looking at pretty much every top draft pick, at least the top 50 prospects in this draft. And most of these guys are going to be at the combine. So, I don't think it's wise to look too deep into, meeting with guys like Will Levis, Anthony Richardson. It's like, for the most part, at some point, these guys are the future. So, even as an opponent, you want to get the dime and the drop on, these top prospects, because you're going to be, you're going to see these guys. You're going to see who he has a friendship with, who he's cool with. You want to see the type of positions that they been able to pay, because like some of these coaches, like Arthur or Sean Payton, they'll sit up and have your quarterback playing tight end. And if you understand, like Darnell Washington said earlier, he was saying he pretty much, and you gotta check out that video, that short that I put out. He pretty much said that he played on both sides of the ball. He played defensive end, wide receiver, tight end, offensive tackle, defensive lineman. Like, this dude has played every position in Darnell Washington. So you need to know these types of things just in case a guy goes down and you may need him to step up. You may need a Darnell Washington to play wide receiver. You may need him to play tackle at some point and be a blocking tight end. Like, you need to know these types of things. So I wouldn't read too much into a lot of these, early interviews. I don't think they really made. Hey, bro. Hey, Ghost Pepper. I'm telling you, bro. I'll send a bail bondsman, a damn hitman or something. Bitch, you gonna give me my money, or you gonna show me something. You gonna show up to something. You ain't gonna take my money and then say, I'll be back. Holding the damn team hostage, boy, please. You done lost your cotton picking mind. And yeah, I said cotton picking. But if I were anybody, I will say this too about Darnell Washington. You gotta hear what he said. This is an intriguing statement. He said that he really likes how the Falcons use Kyle Pitts. Okay? Darnell Washington really likes how the Falcons use Kyle Pitts. So that's something to really kind of keep an eye on, just to see what these guys say. But if I haven't seen that they have met with a lot of offensive tackles, offensive linemen. So that's another thing to kind of keep an eye on. Kind of keep an eye on that. Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You may need those. You may have those situations where you down to your last tackle. And Levine Toilolo actually played right tackle for 2 quarters. He was pretty good at it. But you're going to need those situations during game where you might lose 2-3 linebackers. You might lose 2 or 3 running backs, wide receivers. You may need that. And that's the importance of having versatile players, because anything can happen in the NFL game. Nah, he don't need to learn how to throw in the dark. He gonna dot on somebody's eyes. That's some dangerous shit. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for Nolan. I've seen him at Georgia. I'm not drafting him at 8. That's crazy. He doesn't have the size. Like, we're looking at the athleticism, and it's easy to get caught up in the athleticism and the numbers. But you got to understand too, it's all about the physicality. How many times during the game is you're going to actually have that ability to rush the passer? So he's still going to have to get physical. Now, Nolan is a great player. I'm not drafting him at 8. One, he has an injury, torn pec. 2, he's small. So you're going to have a plan to get him on the field. You can't just draft Nolan Smith at 8 and not have a plan and have players in place that's going to protect him. He's the type of player that he needs protection. He needs bigger defensive guys. He needs a pretty much elite front 4 to be able to get him one-on-one opportunities like he did at Georgia. That's how he was able to use his athleticism, use his pass rush skills, because the Bulldogs they were the best defense in the SEC. In particular, one of the best run-stopping defenses in the league, in the SEC, in college football. So he was able to rush the passer and showcase his skills as a pass rusher. So if I'm going to do this, if I go after a Nolan Smith, I'm trading down to at least the low 20s. Then I'll take him and accumulate a little bit more picks. But I'm not taking him at 8. And I love Nolan, but I'm not taking Nolan Smith at no 8. I don't care if he 1 or 4 or 3. Not doing it. He's still too small. It's like drafting a Vic Beasley without a Grady Jarrett. Now, Vic Beasley is a lot bigger than Nolan. A lot bigger than Nolan. I'm not doing that. one sports show predicting all teams, and we got to the Falcons and said, who knows what they're gonna do. I mean, the Falcons have, bro. We have no. I keep telling people all the time, bro. The Falcons aren't giving up any information. This is one of the reasons why Lamar Jackson keep coming up time and time again, because they're not telling people anything. They're speaking in riddles. They're talking in riddles, bro. That's why they keep saying Lamar every week, every other week, and every week. It's like, oh, the Falcons are going after Lamar again. Why? Because they have no idea. That's why they're trying to get them to say, are they committed to Desmond Ridder? And the Falcons keep saying the same thing. Well, we really like Desmond Ridder, but we're going to continue to add to the position. You ain't saying nothing. On one hand, you say you like him, and then on the other hand, you saying, well, we're going to add to the position, making them believe that, he's not our guy. So on one hand, you're saying you like him, and then on the other hand, you're saying you don't like him. So people are confused as hell. They've been saying this for 2 years. So it isn't the fact that they don't like Desmond Ridder. They just don't want to give any of us any idea of what they're going to do. Why? Because what you want in the draft and free agency is you want to create chaos. You want people to think that you're going after this and you're going after that, and then you end up getting having another plan. A lot of people be thinking the Falcons are going to end up, getting a defensive back. Who knows? I don't know. Have no idea. The cornerbacks that they've been looking at have been, have been bigger, more physical cornerbacks. But like I said, at the end of the day, you don't really know what's happening. But that's what you want as an organization. You don't want to give an idea of who and what you're going to do. And like I said, I love Nolan, but I'm not drafting him. He's too small to be going at 8. A little bit too small. He got to put on at least 15 pounds if I'm taking him at 8. And he's yet to do that. So I'm not doing it. If anybody I'm taking at 8, and I know a lot of people are looking at Miles Murphy, but I'm falling in love with a stripper. Nah, I'm falling in love with Tyree Wilson, man. The dude rushes the passer with such aggression that you can't ignore it. He look like he's trying to bust a motherfucking score open when he's rushing the passer. When he gets to that quarterback, he's trying to hit hard. That's what I like most about Tyree Wilson. And a lot of people are so worried about the fact that he doesn't have a secondary move, but like, bro, that's why you got defensive coaches. That's why you brought in a guy like Ron Nielsen. And the other guy, he's Cliff Huxtable. You brought them out to teach him how to, other moves. And plus, you got a guy like Chuck Smith. You can bring him and take, hey, go work out with Chuck Smith. Teach him a few more moves. So, like, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all with Tyree. But I know my players, what I want from my players, I want my players to play with an edge. And Tyree Wilson plays with an edge. He bullies lesser talent. When I tell you this dude bullies lesser talent, that's what you want. If you know for a fact the guy in front of you can't mess with you, I want you to seek blood. I want you to seek blood. That's what I want. Seek blood. Out for blood. That's what Tyreek Wilson wants. That's what he does. That dude is out for blood when he rushes the passer. When he sees that quarterback, he's out for blood. That's what I want from Tyreek. That's what I want from my edge guys. So like I said, Miles Murphy might be a little bit of a more polished pass rusher, but Tyreek got that aggression that I love. You can always draft guys with ability, but you can never replace heart. You can never draft heart. It's hard to find guys with heart. It's hard to find guys with aggression. I want that aggression. I want guys with that attitude. I want the guys with that passion. That's what I see with Tyree Wilson. Um, and yeah, Ghost Peppers, who said that what are your thoughts about Brian Branch wanted to play for the Falcons? In my opinion, he would definitely be on the Falcons' radar. So the thing is with him is that I truly believe that Ryan Nielsen, and this may be a popular unpopular opinion, but I believe he and Jerry Gray is gonna want their guy. I think their defensive back is gonna want their guy. Now, if Arthur Smith is really the architect of the offensive and defensive scheme, then everything would stay intact for the most part. But I truly believe that every coach, especially defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators, they're going to want their players. At some point in time, I think they're going to want their players. So I truly believe that a guy like Brian Branch could very well be, um, they could very well want their guys, and Brian Branch could be one of their guys that they want. So I could see maybe them moving Richie Grant to the corner slot position. I think he plays a lot better towards the line. He's a better tackler. He's more instinctive towards the line. Um, I think his skill set is a little bit, it fits more as a slot corner. Now, that free safety position, too, is kind of like a slot corner, but just a little bit deeper. He played a lot deeper, to be honest. But I think you want at least three safeties on the field, and Richie Grant, Brian Branch, Jalen Hawkins, those guys are going to want. I think those are the three safeties at the Falcons. So I could easily see Brian Branch being a guy. I mean, he fits the scheme to be honest. It looked like Marilla. I don't even know how to say his damn name, but Ramelia. Good God Almighty, that's such a female's name. I hope you're a female, cause Ramelia. Good God Almighty. This man's still using 28-3 slurs when you talking about a team that ain't did shit. Well, you don't get out of here. Y'all back where y'all was, sucking. I was still trying to figure out a way how y'all can unload all that salary cap and get some picks back. But you up here talking about 28-3. Man, get out of here. Mrs. Remelia. Man up here really bragging about. Man, get out of here. Well, you need a hug. With Jason Carter and his drama, and I'm gonna get on that too. I gotta speak on that real quick too. Yeah, I'm gonna speak on that. This is gonna be mighty interesting, to be honest. Boy, he sound like a female. Ringless and that loud. Well, get out of here. This female in here Remelia up here talking about rings. Well, you sound like a damn woman. Sound like a damn female up here talking about rings and shit. Like you had something to do with it. Get the fuck out of here.
Remedia, hey y'all. My name is Remedia. Yeah. My name is Remedia. How you guys doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Up here talking about 28-3 with a name like Remelia.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Everybody in the chat, I want everybody to say, how you doing? Every time Remelia come in here with his 28 to shit, that 28-3 shit, we're gonna say, how you doing? Motherfucking name, Remelia. Old fake ass Wendy Williams. A grown ass man up here trying to troll like Wendy Williams. How you doing? Fuck out of here. I fucking think they really hurt our feelings saying 28-3, bitch. How you doing? Miss Remelia, how you doing? You got that new that Prada purse? I know you looking good over there, Miss Remelia. I'm sure you got that new popping what you call that damn Prada purse? Yeah, I'm sure you got that thing. City of Champions. Man, look, you 12 years old talking about City of Champions. Get out of here. Oh boy. He talking about a championship. He just barely. Motherfucker been a Rams fan, what, two years? Talking about we won City of Champions. Bitch, we damn 2-3 years. We talking about 2-3 years as champs. Bro, get out of here. The Bulldogs back to back. We got the Bulldogs back to back. The Braves back to. We got the Braves that won the championship. Like, so you want to keep on talking about championships? When you get back to back, you holler at me, pimp. Okay, so let's keep it real. All right, that team ain't even yours. They probably gonna move back to goddamn St. Louis after y'all don't find a way to goddamn pay Aaron Donald. You son of a bitch, talking all this shit. That team ain't even y'all. That's a bitch on layaway. He got a layaway franchise talking about we won. Get the fuck out of here. Goddamn Rams a layaway team. Motherfucker, that whole franchise is on layaway here talking about we won. Bitch, please. How you doing? Okay, how you doing? Hey, look, the state of Georgia, pimp. Alright? The state of Georgia, pimp. We got 3 championships. So, you want to talk? You can talk. But we got 3 of them. We got 3 championships. Alright, pimp? So, you want to get it right? Let's get it right. You want to keep talking about that 28-3? We can keep talking about all 3 championships. We got 3 rings, baby. Recently. Okay? Recently, we just got these. We've been dominating. The state of Georgia been dominating, bitch. So get it right. You want to talk about that old ring that y'all had to sell the whole franchise to get. Motherfucker had to give up all their picks. They had to get up all their players. They had to you had to go borrow an old ass decrepit quarterback. And Matthew Stafford, who's a Georgia legend, by the way, excuse me. So how you doing, Miss Thing? And the Dodgers, oh God, the Dodgers. Oh, what happened to the Dodgers? Cody, all the guys done left. And you might be saying goodbye to Mr. The center fielder who escapes my name right now. But a lot of the boys about to go. Y'all had to go up here and pull some bullshit to steal Freddie away from us. You own a lie to get Freddie there. So not only y'all some lame ass crooks, but you ain't good enough to do shit by law. Y'all gotta sell every goddamn thing to get something. Get out of here, Miss Thing. Get out of here. 3 championship, bitch. Okay? 3. The man, they talking about the Dodgers championship they won like 3 years ago. Oh boy, he talking about the Dodgers championship they won like 3 years ago. Oh my goodness. You see how these trolls happen? Yeah, we just won a championship. So what y'all do, pimp? Alright, it's enough talking to you. Bro, you need a hug. Go ask RuPaul to give you a hug somewhere. Good God almighty. You know, they do strange things for change up there in LA and California. They do some strange things for the change over there. The Falcons ain't won a championship. Hip, hip, hooray. But we do know what being champions feels like. Got some man up here, he probably popping and locking right now talking about some damn Falcons. But get out of here. Pop that Gucci, pop that Gucci, baby, pop the Gucci. That's what they do down there in LA. Got some damn nerd to come up here and try to troll in this shit. Get out of here. Motherfuckers are running from LA. Motherfuckers are running from LA. He got some nerve to try to come in here and clown. Boy, get out of here with that nonsense. Pop that Gucci, pop that Gucci, baby. Woo, boy. The state of Georgia, 3 championships, baby. So get it right, pimpin'. 3-1, 3-1. Yeah, you got 1. I'll give you 2 with the Dodgers, but it's still 3-2 Georgia. So what else you got to say? You gonna try to throw in the elementary championship, high school championship? Like, what else you gonna throw in there? Because the state of Georgia, we rep everybody. We don't just say, all right, we got 1 city. Nah, motherfucker. All right, Georgia, we are united, and we support each other. Even Georgia Tech. All right, even if Georgia Tech was playing in the goddamn national championship, guess what? Mike gonna be rooting for Georgia Tech. So that's how we roll over here. Y'all ain't gotta support each other, but Georgia, real Georgia natives, yeah, we support her. Even if we hate they fucking guts. Even though we got a Georgia Tech, Georgia rivalry, guess what? We still gonna support Georgia. Even though we gotta get on, the damn Hawks get on our damn nerves, we still wanna see the Hawks win. So that's how we do things over here. You can't come into Georgia and try to, you know. And by the way, I just want to say this too. Some of y'all legends, you know, ask what Too Short went to high school with. Ask Too Short what he went to high school at. Since y'all Cali people, all right, ask Too Short that he stayed in Atlanta. Ask Too Short that he go to school in Atlanta. I just want to ask him that. Okay, since Georgia's so trash, ask Too Short why he stayed here in Atlanta. Okay, want to talk about that? Ask Tupac why he stayed in Georgia his damn self. Oh man. Recent means the last 2 to 3 years, okay? That's what recent. We don't count 4 years and 5, 6 years ago. Those are not recent, sir. But let me say this about let me say this about, man, get out of here. See, you don't even know your fucking geography. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking clown. Motherfucker said pimp C. Man, get out of here. Your stupid ass. But yeah, let me say this about and I've been wanting to really get this off my chest, and I'm gonna say this about, and this is probably not gonna sit well with a lot of people, me saying this, but I don't really give a shit. But I got a major problem. I got a major problem with how this came about when it come down to Jalen Carter. Got a major problem with that. I got a major problem with that. I find it funny that I find it incredibly funny that this shit happened a whole 2 months ago. That it is just decided on the day that he's doing his interview. All right, so we'll have that real shortly. All right, so K Styles will probably get it. We'll probably do that tonight if that is true. And I'm gonna say this too. Washington is something that we pretty much stated. If that is true, let me look at it, look up for myself. I don't really want to state it because I don't like giving out misinformation. But let me say this. Let me look at it first before I even put that out there. So give me a second. If anybody can confirm that, excuse me. I don't see it. But I did see someone tag Adam Schefter's name in it. But I don't see him saying that. So so the franchise tag starting today, NFL can designate franchise tag candidates include Lamar, but they haven't really said anything. Well, they're saying in an interview, so I'm guessing it is true. I haven't seen the interview, but Legend Sports don't know exactly who these guys are. Don't really look credible, to be honest. They're saying doing an interview, and if anybody can send me a link to that to confirm it, or you guys can confirm it, I will. But Adam Schefter doing an interview not long ago said Ravens Lamar Jackson could be on the move to Washington very soon. Yeah, I don't really see anybody else saying that. It said on pardon something. Hold on. Give me a second. Major Lamar news. He said guest. He was a special guest insider. And maybe I can see that for myself. Because I do have that. If you guys, like I said, if anybody can confirm that, tag me in it. But I don't want to give out misinformation. I haven't seen the video. So Rashad, if you are here and the guys of the crew, send me the link if you guys can confirm that. As far as that is concerned, I don't know if it is true, but I wouldn't be surprised. As we stated earlier, Washington is one of those teams that's going for it all. And if any team that could go out of their way to make a push at a Lamar Jackson, I think they can. They already have their defensive guys. They have their core. They have their defensive line. They have Sweat. They have Chase. And from what I understand, Deron Payne will be tagged, and they have Allen. So these guys have Khalil Mack looks to be too. So appreciate that, Ghost Pepper. So according to Ghost Peppers, appreciate it, my brother, that he and Khalil Mack looks to be released or traded. I sign him. Yeah, I will sign him to a short deal. But I'll probably do a video. As a matter of fact, let me kind of close the show down right now, because I want to be able to give you guys the proper news and do some calling around and looking around for myself to confirm this as far as Adam Schefter and this Lamar Jackson. So be on the lookout for a video, or we may be doing Friday Night Master tonight. So we'll have a video coming real soon. It won't be the last time y'all see us today. But again, I appreciate everybody for joining us. Again, Remelia, Miss Thang, how you doing? We appreciate you for joining, even the trolls who support the channel. We appreciate y'all for joining, man. It makes everything a lot more fun. You ain't gotta, believe and be Falcons fan and have some fun on this channel. We support everybody. You support us. We support you. Hit that subscribe button. But I gotta look at, I gotta look at this. I gotta look for this, but I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything so far. So give me a few minutes. I'll have an update for you guys on this Lamar Jackson thing, if it is true. Appreciate you guys for supporting me. Love, peace, and how you doing? All right, I'm done. I'm gone. Peace, y'all.